Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Prosper, and in this video I'm going to be taking you step by step how to create a profitable engagement Facebook ads. So if you are new to what Facebook ads is, or you don't have any knowledge of what Facebook ads is, or probably you already have a faint idea or knowledge, or you just want to brush up on what's the latest and what's new when it comes to running an engagement Facebook ads, then this video is for you, because I'm going to take you step by step on everything you need to know in setting up an engagement ad. So before we proceed, if you are new to this channel, kindly take out time to click on that subscribe button to subscribe. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, because you are going to be learning a whole lot in the course of this video. So thank you very much for if you have just done that. So with that, now let's get into the video proper on how to set up an engagement Facebook ad. So to start with, you're just going to head over to business.facebook.com, and then you're going to be welcomed with this page. You can see get started with business tools for Meta. So on this side of the screen, you're going to see login to business tools from Meta. So you can either log in with your Facebook, with your Instagram, or you create an account. After you successfully log in or you create an account, you are going to be welcomed into a page like this. Or if your page is different, you can just go to adsmanager.facebook.com, and then you'll be directed to a page that looks like this after completing the setup. Okay, so now we are already in our ads account, and let me walk you through some of these menus that we are seeing on the left side on the screen before we start to create our ad. So over here you can see the account overview, which will just give you a summary of the account. Here we are going to see campaigns, which is all of this information that you are seeing right here. These are some campaigns, and we are still going to be touching it. You can see create campaign. Now for ads reporting, just like the name, if you see ads reporting, it's just a menu that will talk about some of the ads that you've run before. So let me just quickly open them in a new tab. So here is what the ads reporting looks like. So it gives you another view for you to check your ads. So let me just look at it as at when I created some ads. So let's just say some of the ads I run last year on this account. So you can see you can check it based on reach, impression, frequency, and these are some other. You can see customized pivot table. So if you tick any of this option now, it will show up on this table here, and you can use it to make analysis on how well or how fine your audience, your Facebook ad is actually performing. Okay, so if you want to add the delivery option, which is like the age and gender, and then you want to check the numbers. Okay, so that is where the ad reporting comes in handy. So away from that, we also have let's go to the next one. We also have the audiences. So like this one, the audiences, this is it here. This is just like some of the audiences that I've used in the past. So once you are creating an ad, there's an option for you to create an audience, and the audience you created for that ad, you can save them for future purpose, so that when you want to run an ad again, instead of going through all the process of creating that audience again, you can just bring in an audience that you've created before. So that is what that section is all about, audiences. So the next one we are going to be talking about is our billing, which is billing and payment. You can see it here, billing and payment. So this is where you are going to be adding funds to your Facebook account. If you don't have funds in your Facebook account, once you set it up, you are going to be getting payment error. The ads will not run. And you also have to make sure that whatever budget you want to use to run your Facebook ad, whatever budget you selected when creating your Facebook ad, make sure you have up to that amount in your Facebook account. Okay, if not, once the fund is exhausted, the ad will stop automatically. So now let me just use this opportunity to also show you how to add fund to your account. So once you are logged into your Facebook account, and then you come over to bills and payment. So if you cannot find it here, if you just check on these settings, add account settings, you'll still find bills and payment there. Okay, just head over to add funds. So for you to add funds, this is where you're going to enter the amount that you want to use to fund your account. So put in the amount you want to use. I think it will show you exactly to say enter an amount between 100 naira and 1.6 million. So it will tell you the maximum that you can fund your account with. So this is a naira account. Okay, so once you go through the settings, also you'll be able to set up all of these, especially if you are setting it up for the first time. Okay, once you've put in the amount you want to use to fund the account, there are about 4 options that you can use to fund the account. But personally, I use the Naira payment with MasterCard. This is what I've been using all the time. But there are other options like pay with USSD and then pay with bank transfer. Once you select this, it will provide an account for you to transfer the money to. If you want to use USSD, it will ask you the bank that you want to use. The same Nigerian bank, if you are running a Nigerian Facebook account or a Naira Facebook account, ads account, it will provide a list of banks and the code to type. So if you make payment online, you will understand what I'm saying. So, but if you want to use the Naira payment with MasterCard, once you check this option, you click on next. So you can see add fund with Naira MasterCard, with Naira payment with MasterCard or Visa. So when you click open payment with Naira MasterCard or Visa, it will open in a new tab and you'll be taken to the payment gateway, that is PayU. So click on continue and then a new window will pop up. So you can see now it's saying that the amount due, that's the amount that we enter 100,000. Then you enter your card details, like your card number, your card holder name, the month, the year. And then once you have entered those details, you click on pay and then the payment will go through. It's as easy as that, funding your Facebook account. So I've taken you through the process of how to fund your Facebook account. So now let's go back to the other options we have there. So now let's come back here. Like I said, you also come to tools, you also find a lot of other options that you can go through, but the major ones is what I've actually shown you just now. Also, if you can't find bills and payment on this side, once you click on all tools, you can see this is bills and payment here. This is it as a shortcut here. So yours might be different, but once you come on tools, you can see it here, bills and payment. Now that we've gone through the process of some of these menus that you find on the screen here, now let's go ahead and create our engagement Facebook ad. So to start with, once you just click on campaign, and then we're already on the campaign page. And then this is what it's going to look like. Okay. So there's this slider here, or this navigator, I don't know what to call it. So you can use it to check all of this information. So these are some of the ads that I've created for now. So you see everything here. And then for you to get started, you just click on create. Now, before you click on create, there's what we call the campaign, the ad set, and the ads. So those are the three levels when creating any type of Facebook ad. You have the campaign level, the ad set level, and then the ads itself. So I'll be taking you through all of this as we proceed. So come over here and click on create. So the next thing you're asked to do is to choose a campaign objective. Okay, so there are 6 objectives. So we have the awareness campaign, the traffic, engagement, the leads, the app promotion, and the sales. So just like you can see here, the awareness, you can say show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Okay, so this awareness campaign is just to create an awareness about a product, a service, or a program that is coming up, and you just want to create an awareness. Okay, so mostly brands, upcoming brands, make use of this awareness campaign a lot. The next one is this traffic. So send people, you can send people to a destination like your website, app, Instagram profile, or Facebook event. So this is where it comes, and if you're looking forward to send traffic to a particular page, okay, or preferably website. If you want to send traffic to your website, traffic comes very handy. Now for engagements is what to get more message purchases through messaging, video views, post engagement, likes, or event response. So if you create an engagement, one of the things that you're going to see is you're going to get a lot of likes, you're going to get a good number of shares, a good number of comments, and people will also contact you depending on kind of ads that you are running. Okay, but one thing that you know is that you get a lot of likes. Like the likes will just be coming, and you'll be like, it can even be more than the comments in most cases, but you're going to get a lot of likes with engagement. So if you're looking forward to get leads is here. Then you want to do app promotion. So maybe you want people to download your app. So specifically for app, then you can select this. Now this is for sales. You say find people likely to purchase your product or services. Okay. So these are all the options, but for this video now, we are going to be looking at engagement. I've done a video for traffic ads. For now, for this video, we're going to be doing engagement. So if you want to see that of traffic, just check the video description, or you just check my playlist, and then you're going to find it there under ads. Okay, so now let's click on engagement. So, and then we click on continue. So it will ask you that you should choose a campaign setup. Okay, so it will ask you this, you said tailored messages campaign, but just stick with the manual because we are going to be creating everything manually ourselves. So once this is already checked, just click on continue. So right here we're in our campaign level. So now let's give our campaign a name. Like let me just give your ad campaign a name. Okay, so I can just call it. So I just name it engagement website design ads. So but make sure that whatever name you are giving it is a name that you'll be able to relate with when you are checking your reports. Okay, so that is when you are checking your ads reporting, so you'll be able to identify it easily. Okay, so that's the only thing we might need to do here. Once there are other options here which we might not be touching for now, so you can just leave them the way it is. So the next thing, you click on next. So the previous slide shows about the campaign level. Now we are in the ad set level. So here we are going to give our ad set a name, and let's look at all the settings that are available under ad set. Okay, so while we are going to be doing all of this, just pay attention to this audience definition and estimated the result. So all of these information here will also be changing as we enter information here. Okay, so now this is conversion. So now what this is asking us is conversion location. So, and there are options here, messaging apps. You say get people to engage with your brand on Messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram. So if that is what you want, you click on this. And as you change between all of these options here, the other settings here will also change. So you need to also take note of that. Now let me show you. Now it is set to messaging app. So you can see here you will now have to select the Facebook page or probably the Messenger or Instagram. That is, how do you want people to reach out to engage with you? Is it via your Facebook Messenger? Is it via WhatsApp? So that's why this is popping up. Now if you choose on your ad, that means get people to watch a video or interact with your post or event. So if you now scroll here, you see that it will ask you that is it video views you want, or you want people to post engagement, or you want event response. So you have to be sure of what you want to achieve. So if you want video views, then once you are on engagement setup, you come and select on your ad, and then you scroll down on the engagement type, you select, okay, you want people to actually watch a particular video, or you want post engagement or event response. You can also create an event on your Facebook page, and then you want to promote it, and you want people to respond to that event, okay? Or you want to do reminder set. So there are different options there. If I come here and select calls, get people to call your business. So if we should check this now, okay, this is also available. So you can see that the options is no longer there. So all of this, whatever you select here will change the settings below. So if you website, get people to engage with your website. Okay, so this will also create some level of engagement on that post on Facebook, and will drive some number of traffic to the website also. So you can see this is all going to ask you to do some data sets and select your goal. You need to take note of this. The reason why I'm taking time to explain this is that so that once you select the different options, and then I don't want to just select one option, leaving the rest, and then maybe when you are doing yours, you select a different thing, and then you can't see what some other features here, and you get confused. I hope you get that. All right. So you need to be sure, at least with what I've said. Now, if you want, there's also the option of app. Get people to engage with your app. There's also the option of Instagram or Facebook. So get people to engage with your Instagram profile, Facebook page, or both. So this is very good when you want people to actually follow your page, your Facebook page. When you want to get more followers or more likes. So this can also help you to achieve that. So, but for this now, let's say I want to stick with messaging app, get people to engage with your brand on Messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram, okay? Or get people to call you. It all depends on you. Exactly. Just what you tend to achieve will determine what you are going to choose here. But with the explanation I've given on this, I believe you should be sure of what you want to do. All right, so once you have selected the best option that fits your Facebook ads goals, then just select it here. Then let's scroll down. For the Facebook page now, the Facebook page has been selected. If you don't want it, there's an option here to click on it. Then you'll be able to select page. Now, the page that you're going to be select are pages that are associated with your Facebook account. Okay, so that means before now you should already have the Facebook page. So if you don't know how to create a Facebook page, let me know in the comment section below so that I can create a separate video on how to create a Facebook page and how to link it to your ads account. Okay, but once you have created a Facebook page, you have an option to select the page here. Okay, I don't want to open this up because I have other pages behind it I don't want to show up. Okay, so now messaging option, so choose at least one destination where you are available to chat. Apart from getting engagement, people will also want to reach out to you. They also want to send you a DM. So how do you want to interact with them? So there are options here, either by Messenger, Instagram, or on WhatsApp. So if your WhatsApp is linked to your Facebook page, you have the option to also connect to people on WhatsApp. But the WhatsApp you are going to use, need to take note that it's going to be WhatsApp business, not the regular WhatsApp. Okay. So you can see you can connect the maximum of 50 WhatsApp number per Facebook page. Okay. So now that's it on conversion. So if you come down to conversion goal, it is currently set to maximum number of conversion. You can also have other options there. You can see you can also do it by maximum number of clicks. So if you are looking forward to have a targeting conversion, yes. If you are looking at clicks, if you want more of clicks, then you can select this option. Okay, you can see we will try to show your ads to people more likely to click on them. Why this is, we'll try to show your ads to people most likely to have a conversion with you through messaging. Okay, so it now depends on what you want to achieve. I can't tell you straight ahead that this is what you should go for. Okay, because I don't know what your campaign goal is, but I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know, which is what I'm doing right here. All right, so if you are finding the value in this, please give the video a thumbs up. So let's see what we have under more options. Delivery type is still set to standard, so we can leave that like that. So for this bid control is optional, so just leave this like that. Now let's go to budget and schedule. So now for you to set your budget and schedule, so under budget we have two types. We have the daily budget and the lifetime budget. So when we talk about daily budget, that means the amount that Facebook will be charging you on a daily basis for your ads. Okay. Why for the lifetime budget? Now for this daily budget, now for instance, if I'm to run ads and I put in 10,000 naira for this now, and I say I want to run an ad for 7 days, that means Facebook will be charging me 10,000 naira every day for that 7 days, making 70,000. That's the meaning of that daily ads. Daily budget. But if I put it to lifetime budget for the same type of ads, what I'll just do is I'll now calculate that, okay, I want to spend this amount throughout the ads. Okay, so for example, using the same example like said earlier, I can now go ahead and put in 17,000 naira here because I plan to say, okay, I want to spend 70,000 naira and I want to do it as the lifetime budget. So what Facebook will do is they will run the ad for you, but the price that they are going to be charging you every day for the ads will be different. On day one, they might just deduct 8,000 naira for the ads. The following day, it might just be maybe 12,000 naira. It's not be like 10,000 naira for each day. It's not be the same amount that they're going to be charging you on daily basis. Depending on how your ad is performing on that particular day is what they are going to charge you. So that's the difference between the lifetime budget and the daily budget. Okay. So once you select your budget, so then the next thing is to choose a schedule. That means how long do you want ads to run. So you select your start date and your end date. So by virtue of preference, I always make sure that my ad is starting the following day after I've set it up. So if I set my ad on a Monday, I'm making sure that it is resuming on a Tuesday. That means the start date is always the following day, not the same day I'm creating the ad, even though the ads will be approved, all things being equal, within an hour. So if you want to select your date, and you can also set up everything and make sure the ads start probably in a week time, in some days, so you can set it there. You can schedule when you want your ads to start. It's not compulsory you set it up to start the following day or immediately. Okay, so that's why there's an option for you to schedule. Maybe you are going to be having a very busy day, a busy week. You can take out the time to just set up the ad, and then once the time you put is there, the ad will start. So once you put in your start date, you put in the time that you want your ad to start, and then the end date also. When do you want the ad to stop? You're going to put all of this. So let me just adjust this. So let's say I want to run an ad for 7 days from the 23rd to the 30th. So you put this in there. You also have to take note that as you are putting in your budget, you have to consider it with the time. Okay, so let me show you something now. So for this ad, now let's say I'm running an ad and I put in 70,000 and it wants to run for a week. Okay. Now, if I should increase this to say for the same budget, I want the ads to run for like 2 months. Now you can see that Facebook will tell me that your budget must be at least 108,000, let's just 109,000, or your ad may not deliver. Please increase your budget for this ad set. So you can see now, and when you are setting up your Facebook ad, if there's an error, you show up here. Okay, your balance must be at least this, or your ads may not deliver. What I mean is that sometimes a client might tell you that, okay, they have a budget of maybe 100,000 and they want the ads to run for months. They can have a particular budget and they'll give a very long duration that they want the ads to run. So it doesn't work like that. Facebook will, except you want to just burn your money, you might not get results. Okay. Also, while you're also setting up between your budget and your schedule, you also need to pay attention to your daily result, estimated daily result. It will keep varying, and this result is not always accurate in the sense that it's telling you that you might get 11 to 3 conversion. You might get more than even 33. Exactly. So it's just an estimate, a daily estimate. So if you increase your budget now, you see that the numbers will increase. So let's say I increase this for the same 7 days and I increase this to maybe 200,000 naira. So you can see the estimated daily reach will definitely increase. And let's say if I should reduce it to probably 20,000 naira. So you can see it here. So your budget you are putting in, the schedule that you are setting up will go a long way in affecting your daily result. It is normal. I think it is pretty much straightforward. Okay, so now let's look at the other options here. We have the ad scheduling. What this basically means is that you can set up your Facebook ads to run at a particular time of the day. So maybe you want your Facebook ad to show at a particular time of the day. So this is where you're going to set that up using the ad scheduling. Maybe I want the ads to run from PM to maybe 6 a.m., just like this. Then you're going to select the hours you want your Facebook ads to run. Okay. But these options is just optional. I have not really run an ad using this ad scheduling option. So away from that, next thing is for us to set audience control. So adjust audience control to reflect legal and practical constraint only. So now you can see this option here. It says use saved audience. Now remember while we were starting up, when I was taking you through audience, the meaning of this saved audience is if you are setting up for the first time, you might not see any option there. But as you are progressing, once you create an audience, I always like to save them because I might need them again. So if you are creating an ad again and you have an audience that you've used in a previous ad, you can just come here and then click on any of those ads. For example, if I click on this now, it will save me the stress of you can say of adding location, the age. Let me scroll down. You can see the gender is already set, who based on interest. You can see I don't need to start going through all of this again. That's the essence of saving an audience. But now we are going to be creating our own audience, so I'm not going to be using a saved audience. So I hope you understand the essence of using that saved audience. But let me just create a new audience. So I'll just click on create new audience. Under the locations, so you can say rich people living in a location. So this location talks about people that you want to target. Which location do you want to target? So you can target at different level. You can target a country as a whole, and you can, for example, maybe I want to run an ad. I want to target Nigeria. I'll just put it there. Okay, I want to target. Okay, Nigeria is already there. Maybe I want to also target Ghana for it included. But one thing you also need to know is that your budget also plays a role in the locations that you are targeting. Now you see that as I'm adding these countries, you can see that the conversion is reducing because targeting a country as a whole means you are targeting a broad population. You can see it, estimated audience size. So, and also the higher the audience size, you also have to pay attention that your budget needs to also. So the higher the audience size, you need to know that you should have a very big budget for that ad. Okay. And also you can look at it at state level, as a lower level. Maybe you want to target cities, as low as cities. Maybe you're hosting a local event and you want to target people living within that environment. You can also do the same thing with location. Let's say I'm hosting an event in Lagos and I want to just target people that is living around Ikeja axis. And at the same time, I want to target people living around Lekki axis. So you can also run an ad like that. You can also select your location just like that. Okay, so that is it with how to set in your location. And if you don't want a particular location to see the ads, you can just come over to include and click on exclude and enter that location. Maybe in this ad now, I don't want it to show to people that are living in Abeokuta. So I'll just add it under my exclude list. And then you see it there. So you can see it here. So it's as flexible as this. So that is how you set up your location. So once you are done setting up the location part of the ad, so let's scroll down. So here we are going to see more options. Now let's click on this. So this is where you are going to select the minimum age. What's the minimum age that you want to see your ad? Okay. So depending on the kind of ad you are running and who you tend to target, you can just select the minimum age here. Maybe you don't want just the minimum age should be 22. Next one is the language. So you can say, we'll deliver your ads to people we determine can understand the language you select. Okay, so this is another option here. So I can just open this and select English. So English all, both as both UK and US English. So if it's your other language apart from English, you can also do that. Okay, so advanced targeting. So now let's click on this option. This is another great option. So this is where you are going to select the age range of people that you want to target. So from what age to what age do you want to target? So it says select the minimum and maximum age of the people who will find your ad relevant. Okay, so you can just click on edit and then you select the age. Remember, we selected 22 as a minimum. That's why we are having 22 here. So maybe I want to target maybe from 30 to, let's say 65 is the max. Okay, from 30 to 60 years, maybe I want to target those people. Depending on your ad, like I said, then you put that in. Then for the gender, also, who do you want to target? Are you targeting all gender? Are you targeting men alone or women alone? So you can also select that option here. So maybe you are running an engagement ad for a female fashion item. So it might look ideal for you to target female alone. Okay. All right. So the next one that's very important that I find very interesting is this detailed targeting. That means targeting people based on their demographic, interest, and behavior. Okay. Now, for this ad now that we are using as an example, let's say I'm running an engagement ad for a web design. Now, if I want to target people also, I can target them based on their interest and their behavior. For this now, I can target business owners. I can say, okay, I want to target business owners. So I'll just come here and type business, and I can see based on employers, based on job title, I can say, okay, I want to target business owners. Then I can also say, okay, I want to target small business or SME. So you can go ahead and just pick them like this also. Okay. And if you are looking forward to sell an item to people, one word that I find very interesting is engage shoppers. These are people that they've asked them as people that really shop online. So engage shoppers. So this is it here, based on their behavior that, oh, these people are prone to always shop a lot. Okay, maybe online or offline. So you can also pick this option if you're looking forward to sell something online. You know, if you just come here, if you're not familiar with the keyword to type, you can click on browse. So you can see based on demographic. If you open this one after the other, you can also browse people based on their education. So if you click on education, on the education level. So if you click on it, okay, do people you want to target? You want to target people that already have a doctorate degree. You want to target people with high school or people that are in college. So you can target people based on these things. Based on the, for example, based on financial. So if you click here, you target people based on their income. So household income. And then this is the range here. You can target people based like that. You know, all these things, the kind of ads you are running and people that you want to target will also determine. You want to target people based on their relationship, okay? So based on their relationship status, you want to target all people that are engaged, you want to target people that are married, you want to target just singles, okay? So maybe you are running an ad and you are targeting, maybe you are targeting only singles because the event, maybe the event is for, or the ad is just for singles, or you want to get their details, or you want to host a program for them, then you can just come over and select singles. So with that, you are sure that people that are seeing your ads are actually single. It helps to increase your conversion. Okay, so you can just go through. There are a lot of options here. Then based on interest, also, if you come over to interest, maybe based on the industry, based on the fitness, based on the food and drink, based on their hobbies and activities, there are a whole lot of things that you can pick from this detailed targeting. Okay, so once you are done selecting this, now you can see you can now decide to save this audience. Like I said earlier, that means if you want to use the audience again, you can just come here and then you save the audience, you give it a name. So it will save you the stress of going through all the process of adding the name, of adding this detailed targeting, adding their age, adding their location and the likes. So after this, the next thing we are going to do is to do the placement. For placement, what it basically means is it says choose where your ads appear across Meta technology. So where do you want your ad to appear? Where do you want to place your ads? So for this now, let's just click on this edit. So once you click on edit, So we have the advanced and the manual, but we go with the manual setup. So the first thing is the device. So what device do you want your ad to show up? So let's click on this. There are two devices, mobile and desktop. Okay. So this is also depending on the ads, but you can leave both of them. You can just leave both of them, both desktop and mobile. But if you are running ads and you are targeting mobile users, maybe you are promoting an app or something that has to do with mobile, then you might need to target mobile user. Maybe you're running an ad and you want to show people how to achieve certain things using their mobile phone instead of their desktop. You might just decide to target only mobile user. Okay, so it also depends on you. So then the platform is where do you want your ads to show up. Now you need to take note that the more you choose here, make sure you have a budget for it. Okay. So, but for this now, let's say I want to run it on only Facebook alone, then I can then uncheck all of other options. Then I will now come to placement and select where I want my ads to appear. Now, all of this, a lot of factors can also determine what you select here. But by preference, I always make sure that it is on Facebook feeds. Now, then profile feeds, okay. Since I don't want it to show on Instagram, just Facebook alone. Facebook Marketplace, okay, yes. Facebook video feed, I can decide to uncheck this because the creative, that means the ad I want to use is not a video. So, and I don't want it maybe to show alongside other videos, okay. So maybe if my creative is a video, I can just leave it alongside videos. So Facebook stories, so I can just uncheck it. I don't want it on anything streaming. Facebook Reels more of video. So as a matter of preference, I just like to put, if I'm running an ad and I'm using an image, I always like to put it where image will sit well. I don't just put image in the midst of videos. Okay. So once you have selected where you want your ads to show, Facebook search results, okay, yes. Once you are done selecting where you want your ads to show, so let's say we have more options here. What do we have? So there are more options here, which to me you can say specify, okay, specific mobile device and operating system. So this is another one too. If you want to select Android only or iOS only, so you can go deep down. But if you don't have any problem with this, you can just leave it the way it is. Okay. So once you are done with all of this, you click on next. Okay, so let me go back. I forgot to say something here. This new engagement ad set, I didn't give it a name. So let's go back. So I'm coming here and give your ad set a name. So by preference, I'll just give it a name, like summarize what I've selected here. So for this ad now, I can give it a name like this. So like this now, if I should see this when checking my ads, I really understand what the ad is all about. So what I just did, I just added the location. That's okay. For this ad, I'm targeting people in Nigeria and Lekki, and I'm targeting men. I'm targeting 60 to 60 years of age, and my conversion was set to messaging app. So it's a matter of preference. Like this is how I like to put in my ad set. So once I'm done, you can click on next. So now this is for the ad itself. Okay. So now let's give the ad. I'll come back and give it a name. So what this ad means is that particular ad itself that you want to use, the image you want to use, or the video you want to use, this is where you're going to set that up. You're going to select it. Okay. So partnership ad, say run ad with creator, brand, and other businesses. This is turned off, so you can just leave it the way it is off. So choose the page and Instagram account that this ad will be associated with. So remember when we are at our was it campaign level? No, when we are at the previous level, that's the asset level, we've already selected the page where we want the ads to show. So what this means is that if you are to run an ad, like I said earlier, your ad will be associated with a particular Facebook page. Okay, so it's important that you already have a Facebook page. So the Facebook page has been set already. So you can see any message started from your ad will go to this particular Facebook page. Okay. So if you want to also advertise the same ad on Facebook and Instagram too, you can add your Instagram account. Now let's go to the next one, which is ad setup. So under ad setup, there are two options there. You can create a new ad, or you can use an existing post. What it means is that you can use a post that you already have on your Facebook page, which is what I also like to do. That means the post you've already created, it is already on your Facebook page, but you want to run an ad on that post to get more engagement. Okay, so that's for use existing. But for create ad, so if it is on create ad, you can select single image or video. You can select carousel. It has 2 or more scrollable image or video. Okay, so I believe you must have seen those ad where I think Jumia does it a lot. Some of these e-commerce platform does it a lot. They will just show different products, you see them on the same ads, they'll just be scrolling past, sliding to the left or to the right. Okay, so that's the name of this carousel. Then if you want to use single image or video. So, but for this now, I'm also going to be using an existing post. Okay. So under existing post, if I should come down, so you can see to ask me to select a post that I want to use. If I should click on select post, so it will open some of the posts that I have on my Facebook page. Exactly. So to give me a number of posts that I already have. So I can now look for that particular post that I want to use. So maybe I want to use this as an example. So I'll just select it and I click on continue. So, and right here, it will give you a preview of what it will look like on the different placements that you selected. Okay, so this is what the ad will look like on Facebook feeds. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, so now let's come down again. So this is the primary text, which is the text that you are seeing at the top. So to pick it from the post itself again. So if you want to add text option, so you can also do that here. So you can see enter another option for primary text. So if you want something different from the one from the post, you can see this gets professionally designed websites for your business, for your startup and the likes. It picked it automatically from the post. But if you want something different, you can see it add text option and then you type it here. You can see it will also give you a different variation of this particular post, using AI. So to give you different variation of the post. So the next is a call to action button. So this is, you can see this is, say if you select a post with a send message button, your original post will continue to open on the same messaging app. So this is where you can select the call to action. So maybe when you want them to send you a message or to reach out to you, maybe you want to use learn more. So yours might just show up an option for you to click a call to action button. Okay. So once we scroll down, the next thing we are just going to do is to select your messaging template. Okay, so what's the default message that you want to use to start a conversation? Maybe when they want to message you on WhatsApp, if they don't know what to text, what do you want to pop up as a possible message that they can send to you at first? So this is where you can send it. So you can say, maybe you set it as, I'm interested, can you tell me more? What service do you offer? So you can also create your own messaging template. Okay, so once you click on create new, then you can just edit this, and then you'll be able to create your own questions and your response. Okay, so again, if you don't understand what that means, remember, if you have come across some ad on Facebook and you try to interact with those that created the ad, you see that it will pop up some questions for you that, okay, what do you need, how may we be of help to you, this and that, and then you just select that question. So this is where you can also customize that. Okay, so once you are done with this, so those are the major things that you might need to do, and if everything is correct, if everything is right, you can go ahead and publish. Now, if you are creating an ad and you are seeing some errors here, like some red with a triangular question sign, that's to tell you that there's an error. But you can see we don't have any error, and we are okay. If you're okay with everything that you've set in your ad, you can go ahead and click on the publish button. So you can see publishing 1 of 3, so your ad is publishing. And if there's an error while creating your ad, you can see, you are going to see it there. You can see some item not published. One ad wasn't published because of error. So let's view it. So it will tell you what the error is, and then the next thing is for you to go and fix error. So let's click on fixed error. So for this particular one, I say your ad creative setup does not support ads that click to multiple messaging destination. That's because of this one that I selected, the way I set it up on the Facebook page. So it might be different for yours, and it's telling us that the error is on the ad set level. So where is it? It said, please update your creative and try again, or choose a message destination at ad set level. So this is our ad set level, so we are going to click on it. So now I'm going to have to fix the error, and you can see the ad is now published already successfully without any error. But if you look here now, you see that it's showing payment error, and the reason why it's showing payment error is that there is no fund in this account that I used to walk you through this tutorial. So that's why I was saying earlier that once you are setting up your ad, make sure you have enough funds in it so that your ads can get started at the scheduled time. Okay, but if apart from this error of no fund in it, if you get all the steps right and you fix all the whatever errors that you might come across, and you see a message telling that your ad is under approval. The approval takes an average of 1 hour. I think maximum I've experienced is 2 hours. And then what you see here is scheduled. That's because we've set it up that the ad should start at a later date. Okay, so that's it on tutorial on how to set up a ad. The error that we saw earlier was because we selected the fewer placements. Okay, So I had to go back and add some more placement to it. So I hope you find value in this video. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any question for me with respect to Facebook ads or this ad as a whole, do let me know in the comment section below. So thank you very much, guys. My name is Prosper, and I'll see you all in another video.